Hi, everyone. Your designers are here.
I'm Anita at Cedar Hill Farmhouse.
And I'm Yvonne at Stone Gable.
And I'm Kelly at My Sofa Home.
And we have tips and tricks and decorating advice for you today. So let's get started.
This is episode 112, Halloween Boos and Don'ts. So I don't know who came up with that, but it's very clever.
I don't know who makes up those titles, but
I don't know,
darling. Put yourself on the back for this one.
Oh my goodness, that was a good one.
Do you wear a costume when you're handing out candy?
I do. I mean,
do?
maybe not a full on. I used to do a full on costume because the girls liked it. Now I'll do sort of, a witch hat or light up cat ears or
light up cat ears. How cute is that?
I know.
Well, I have to tell you, the last weekend in October, we're having Anderson's first birthday here.
Oh,
what day is his birthday?
The 22nd of October. And we have a lot of September, October, and early November birthdays in our family. So we're having this big, huge birthday weekend, and we're celebrating it. We're going to have a big costume party.
Oh, how fun!
Oh, that's like a blast.
Well, if you can get here, both of you are
we got
invited.
We got invited this time, Kelly.
Yes, you did.
We better show up.
And I have to, Bobby and we're all dressing up, kids and adults.
What are you going to
So,
be?
yeah, what's your
I'm
costume?
not sure. Well, I thought we'd be so cute as Mary Poppins and the Chimney Sweep.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Bob was a little off of that. I don't know why, but I have been a costume maker from way back. When my son Christopher was little, he loved to go trick-or-treating, loved Halloween. And he would start like in January trying to decide what he was going to be.
Oh,
and I
so
said,
serious.
September 1st is the cutoff because I always made his costume.
Well, that's my girls too. They usually decided over the summer. Are you sure? Like, I almost wanted to get it in writing because you start like making it and then they're like, oh, but now I'm going to do a group thing. We're all
when they were a little older. Yeah. Christopher was Robin Hood and Zorro and Rocky and Jacqueline was a kitty cat. And then she went into her Bobby Sox girl phase. And that's just what she wanted to be. She didn't want anything new.
Did she get the poodle skirt?
Oh, I made the poodle skirt. You betcha.
Oh, nice.
So I also did dress up until I scared one of our little neighbor girls. Then I just figured I better not. And Bob dressed up as in a big dinosaur costume one year, and we scared this poor little girl. So we just
what were you dressed as?
A witch.
Oh, honey! Oh my gosh!
So we decided
go
not
over there to Stone Gable. It's scary.
Well, no, we're out in the field. This is the previous house. We're out in the field, so we don't get trick-or-treaters.
Yeah, we don't get too many.
Well, we always got a lot. And I have to say, the first year we were here, we had just moved in on October 16th. And I was really not ready the door was practically hanging off the hinges. So I was really not ready for trick-or-treaters. And my girls had gotten invited to a party. So that was the first year ever. I just went dark. The houses where people are like, the kids are like, wah, wah. It's all dark. They didn't go there. So I didn't do Halloween the first year. And that made me sad because I love having the little kids come to the door.
Oh, well, I usually put
last
Evie in
year
charge.
we did it.
Yeah, she's in charge of handing out the candy and selecting it. So.
So it's fun.
Yeah, but one time we were out of town and we got these panic calls. I'm running out of candy. I'm running out of candy. Like,
oh, how funny.
You're like, because you don't want to give them an apple or something. I mean, they're going to throw it at you.
Yeah, I was going to throw it at you. You're so terrible. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Halloween boos and don'ts. And so we've got a little decor. We've got a couple of little fun things you can do to get your neighborhood involved or your kids or your grandkids involved, and then some crafty items and things like that. So I have a cute little thing that you could start doing even now.
Let's hear.
Okay, so let's hear. You're so funny. It's sort of, I guess it's just called like have you been booed or I've been booed. So it's on my blog and you'll see it. It's not original to me. I learned about it when we moved to California. All of a sudden we came home in early October and there was a little cutout of a ghost taped, and some candies and this little printout that said, it was a little rhymey thing, like you've been booed and, then you have to boo hoo and this and that and the other thing. So the gist of
I've heard of that. It's so cute.
We had that. We had that here as well.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like sort of, everywhere. There were some people in my blog
a secret
that had never heard of
Santa
it.
thing.
Yeah, other people who have done it forever. So basically what you're doing is, and I think the first time we got it, we were told in our little poem, we had to do 7 or 8 families. So when we did it, we toned it down to only 2 other families. So you can put a
7 or 8. Wow.
You would run out of families.
That's
right.
a full-time job. Wow.
You put a little package of treats together. You photocopy. It can be a little card, or it's sometimes it's a printout of a little ghost that you can cut out. And so then you go, and it's kind of a precursor to Halloween, kind of get the kids. I mean, sure, sugar them up, weeks before even.
Right. Get them started now.
But you could do something. You could do cookies or muffins or something like that. And you secretly, so that's what my girls loved about it, is that, they would sometimes get up like extra early for school, or we'd wait till it got dark at night and we'd go around the neighborhood and you'd run up to the door and you'd put the treats and the little cards there, and then the people would open the door and see it, and then they pass it on. So it's kind of like a chain. Boo.
That's so cute.
Well, it's interesting. I live in this historic neighborhood, and so it's kind of a popular place for people to come during the holidays to see whatever the decorations are. And there's a lot of Halloween decorations in my neighborhood. It's so super popular. And you might say, Howard, there's the lights. I mean, so what they do is, and of course we do nothing because we're just got other stuff going on. But these fun houses, they have the orange lights. So they do lights all over their house, but they're all orange for Halloween.
That's fun.
And then another house I drove by, a few days ago, it had huge spiders. 5-foot spiders on the front of their house. And then the spider webs, cobwebs all over, from the ground all the way up to the balcony on front of their house. So
I know some of them are spectacular.
Well,
there's things around our houses too.
We're talking about do's and don'ts. So you have to be really sensitive because little kids, that might scare them. When my son would just get like so weirded out about stuff like this that, somebody would play that, spooky music and the creaky sounds and the screaming.
Yeah.
He wouldn't go near those houses.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's a don't for if you have little kids coming to your neighborhood.
Well, and there's a few things I know because we've gone for walks after dark around Halloween, and some things kind of pop up out of the dark, like someone popping up out of the grave. So there's a few houses that I won't walk by
I would
either.
punch them.
It's a little, you have to know it's coming.
Or mace them or something.
Yeah.
I do have, let's take our Halloween boos and don'ts into a decorative vein right now.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I think it's I don't like scary decorations. That's just me. I'm not like a scary person. I don't like to celebrate that. So, but I do like the fun of it. And I think if you use color can give you the feel of it being Halloween without being too scary. And I like 2 color schemes in particular. Think of silver, black, and white, because those things can give you the feel of, if you do a vignette with like a white pumpkin and silver mercury glass candlesticks and some black candles, that could give you a real feel of Halloween. And also, if you want to go sort of fun and whimsical, think of orange, black, white, green, and purple, all in some combination.
I like
Well,
that.
and also, the pumpkins, obviously, they can go for Halloween and for Thanksgiving. So I think if you want something natural, you can go with some pumpkins on your front door or inside. And I think you've got your, all your bases covered.
I have a couple really cute ideas for a pumpkin to make it a little more Halloween-y. I have white pumpkins, and I found this red and white, black and white checked ribbon, and I tied a bow around the stem, and it just makes it a little more Halloween-y. And if you put it like on a mercury glass candle stick, it's just really cute. And
great idea.
Another thing is to take a pumpkin, and I use baby boos, and I found these like little stick-on letters that were black sparkly, and I stuck the word boo on a couple of them.
Oh,
and I put them in a bowl of with sisal in the bottom of it. And it just looks so cute, but it had a real Halloween feel.
Yeah.
And then another thing is you can take like maybe a bigger white pumpkin. I just love the white, the black, and paint the number like 31 on it for like Halloween Day.
Oh.
Yeah. And put that in a vignette.
Very clever. It made me think for a moment. I was like, 31. What is that?
Yeah.
I like your idea, Siobhan, because I like, because we're not really about the spooky kind of creepy stuff anyway for Halloween. So I love that what you have are ideas that are kind of festive, but not creepy.
Yeah, I don't like the creepy celebrate dead stuff.
No,
but I like the other things.
Yeah, the graveyards and all that. But also Halloween, I used to go a little crazy when my girls were littler. We would get that, just that stuff that makes the spider webs and put it over the bushes and kind of stuff, and just sort of get them in the mood for it. So now that they're a little bit older, they still do like to dress up, but I'm probably not going to decorate the outside of my house all Halloween. So I like to do just quick little things that are easy. I will tell you one thing that I did, and I repeated it a few times in my old neighborhood because everybody loved it so much. And I just happened to get this collection of witches' hats, the really inexpensive ones.
Yeah.
A couple of them had feathers on the ends, but most of them were just those simple black ones. Maybe one had black with silver sparkles or something. So we had this tree right in the middle of our yard that had these lovely spreading branches, and the branches were fairly low to the ground. So I could do it on a bench or a short step ladder. So, I wouldn't suggest you climbing a giant tree. So what I did was I put a safety pin at the top of the pointy of the witch's hat. I took some wire, very thin gauge wire, and I wrapped the wire around various branches at different heights. So there were just witches' hats sort of all floating in the air.
That's so cute.
Then I took a broom, just again, one you can get at the hardware store, but obviously not one of the green plastic ones. I got one with the wooden handle and the real straw, whatever that is at the bottom.
Natural fiber bottom.
Yeah, natural fiber bottom. And, kind of the one that would look like a witch would ride it. And there was, the end had a hole in it, maybe so you could hang it on a hook. So I just looped the wire through there, and then I looped the wire through where the bristles were meeting the stick, and I hung it horizontally on one of the branches. Oh my
gosh, isn't that cute?
And honestly, you guys, I mean, I was outside, maybe it took me a half hour to do that. I did maybe 5 or 7 hats, and then and people loved it. I bet. They loved it. It was so simple. It was so easy and fun. Another simple thing is get one of your glass jars and buy those bags of candy corn and just pour them in.
I'm going to do one with candy corn. Yeah. For some reason, my family actually likes candy corn.
Candy corn is so abominably gross and bad for you.
I mean, I really don't like it, but for some reason, my husband.
But it's in that category of it's so bad it's good.
Yeah,
I don't care for it, but people.
Yeah, my husband and my kids have really liked it. I told this story in another episode about spreading it on a table, my kitchen table on the runner and I had another decoration, and it was like my show candy corn. You don't touch it. And a friend
how did that work?
A guy friend of Jackie's came over, and he started eating all of them off the runner. And Jackie looked at me, and her eyes got so big, and I just smiled and I nodded hey, it's okay. But
isn't it funny when your kids totally get it? You're oh my God, that's
the
my
show corn.
Well, you just buy a bunch extra so that in case there's some accident that befalls the show corn, you've got backup corn.
But I always told my kids, my kids, it would be gone in 2 seconds. So I said, don't touch this corn. But what you can do also is get an urn, spray paint it black, fill it, a small urn, fill it with candy corn, and spray paint some branches black as well, and stick that, and then hot glue candy corn to the end of all the little branches, 2 or 3.
Stop it!
I know. And then you stick it, then you stick the branch down into the candy corn in the black urn. Now that's adorable.
Oh, that sounds really charming.
Yes. And I dare anybody to eat the candy corn that's been hot glued on the sticks.
Yeah. Don't invite Jackie's friend over.
No, she's married now. So that's not going to happen.
Well, a Halloween kind of treat that I do love are those apples dipped in the caramel, rolled in the nuts, dipped in chocolate. I've bought some before that were some gourmet ones, and they are really, it's quite amazing how good those are.
They're delicious.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody do those, anything like that?
I actually have a blog post from like 2010 when I was first started blogging. I made candy corn, and I took, I made caramel apples and did the same thing, and then rolled them in, I think, walnuts or pecans or something.
Wow.
And then also some of them in those cute little like ghost silhouettes that you can get there, like I think Wilton makes them, the cake making people. They're these little tiny candies that are shaped in Halloween things. And then instead of taking a popsicle stick, I used a small branch of a tree.
Of course she did. Anita's like,
yeah, I know.
And then I tied a little bow on the end.
Set her loose with these candies.
I know. She's just going crazy.
And
those were in the days when I had a little more energy.
I grew an apple tree, and I
do have an apple tree. So
don't you just love a great recommendation from a friend? Well, we're delighted to be recommending these companies and their wonderful products to you today. And let them know your friends at DTT sent you.
Pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but oh so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. You know, we're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And that deal I want to tell you about, visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. Inevitably, with the new year come wellness goals. One very effective and easy-to-reach goal is to add Dose to your wellness regime. Dose is expertly formulated organic wellness shots that support your liver in one delicious drink. Formulated with ingredients clinically shown to support liver health, potent turmeric, milk thistle, and ginger. There's 0 sugar and 0 calories. Did you know that your liver performs over 500 special functions? Since I learned all that my liver is doing, I started with Dose to support all those vital functions. I take a shot of refreshing Dose 2 times per week to combat everyday toxins from food, meds, alcohol, and unhealthy air. Since starting with Dose about a month ago, I am definitely feeling an overall improvement in my health. So if you want to give Dose a shot and invest in your health like I have, Dose is offering DTT listeners 15% off your first order, plus an additional 15% off if you subscribe for a monthly delivery. That's 30% off your first order. So go to dosedaily.co/DTT and use the code DTT. That's dosedaily.co.co/DTT and use the code DTT.
I was looking on Pinterest and I found the cutest free printable for Halloween. It was done in sepias and ivory, but it wasn't really scary, but it says trick or treat, October 31st, candy corn, all these cute little things that you could print it off and put it in a vignette somewhere, like propped against, the wall or a mirror, whatever you have. And just something small like that would look adorable.
So cute. So cute. I have two crafts that I suggest people have kids or grandkids, or what we used to like to do when the kids were smaller. They can only just take so much trick-or-treating, and the bag gets heavy and it's dark, and maybe the moms want to go and have a
is there such thing as too much trick-or-treating?
So
seriously.
Yeah, it's true. But my friend and I managed to encourage them to come back to the house, because I'd put a big quilt down. Make sure you put a quilt down, because somebody's going to open those wrappers, right? So put a quilt down on your rug or whatever, and let them spill out their candy, and then they can spend some time trading. Who likes this? Who likes that?
What a fun idea!
Great idea. Great idea.
It just comes to who likes Mary Janes, and why do they still keep giving them out? And are they 40 years old?
And who gave those Zag nuts?
Exactly. Well, one tangent before I go further into that is, I think, and it's only my opinion, that Halloween is not really the day to take a stand on healthy treats.
Yes,
so I think, what the heck?
Boo to healthy treats. Literally, boo to healthy treats on Halloween. That's
on
true.
Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One year, and she was the loveliest girl, and she had all the good green intentions, and she was raising her kids this free and that free and all those good things, and packing healthy lunches. And she had a Halloween party one year, and we went over. Yeah. And, and when the kids were super little, so I don't even think they were trick or treating, maybe for 10 minutes. And so, we're going to this Halloween party. I was so excited. And she served bran muffins.
Oh, wow.
That's a Halloween boo.
Yeah.
That's a Halloween boo.
My kids still remember that. I mean, oh my goodness.
Good intentions, but wrong day. Wrong day.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's two ideas. Now, these are sort of a repurposed one, definitely is. Okay, those candles that you can get in the supermarket that are inexpensive. They smell. Some of them smell pretty good, but this is more for the project. Mm-hmm. So you get one of those ginger jar type of candles. You can take the top off it, and then you'd wrap it in gauze, sort of the wide gauze, maybe 2,
You mean
3
like
inches.
the flammable kind? Just asking.
You're supposed to light the inside of the candle. Everything in your house is flammable.
But listen, when you're working with candles, just be careful no matter what you do. That's a blanket
be
statement.
Careful. Exactly. Disclaimer. Thank you, Yvonne. Our lawyers will appreciate that disclaimer. So you wrap it, and then you squirt a lot of flammable glue on it, and you wrap it again. Okay, and then you can make. I use 2 little googly eyes, and then I cut out like a little mouth in I think it was red felt, and then I happen to have some little chain or something, so I kind of like a ball and chain thing.
Why do they always have chains?
That is so cute because of A Christmas Carol.
Sure.
Marley,
and I used to make jewelry, so I had this little chain.
Very cute idea.
Chain. And I wrapped it around the very lip of the candle. It's so cute. And every year we take it out and we light it. We only light it for a day or so. So we keep it going.
And you watch it constantly.
And we take turns watching it. Somebody's giving out the candy. Somebody's watching the candle.
Okay.
But the other one, I'll tell you quickly, this was a huge hit with my Girl Scout troops and was actually brought back year after year. Okay. The Martinelli's apple juice jars, the large ones, or you can do the small ones.
Yeah, we've got
I don't know what those are.
Okay, it's Martinelli's. It's a special kind of apple juice, apple cider.
Yeah, Evie used to drink that. She loved it.
Yeah, and the glass jar actually looks like an apple. It kind of has like a relief.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Of a leaf, and it's so it kind of looks like it's supposed to look like an apple, but you know how everything I see around this time of year looks kind of like a pumpkin?
Yes, we've noticed that.
So it kind of looks like a pumpkin. So we did this. We took orange tulle and pushed it inside. After you clean the jar, and you can make it any size you want.
You smart girl.
And then I let the girls. I had cut out triangles for eyes and different kinds of mouths. Sometimes the jack-o'-lanterns have teeth or not teeth, and I just had all the little felt pieces cut out so they didn't have to fiddle with that. Because when kids are like jacked up on sugar, they're not like at their best with scissors. So I didn't do that. And then we did pipe cleaners around, and I had cut out some felt leaves. And then we took another candle, but a taper, and you can stuff it inside the mouth. And so it's kind of like a
okay.
taper candle. So super cute. And
That
easy.
is adorable.
Yeah, that sounds really nice.
Can I just tell you another candle idea? Our love of Amy Howard. Hi, Amy, if you're listening. We just love her products. And I saw her Facebook Live, which I was so thrilled about. She just took inexpensive candles and using one-step paint, and she actually used black. You can paint a candle with one-step paint, and it will burn down inside. It doesn't burn the paint.
Oh, what a cute idea.
So you're painting actually the wax.
You are. And then she actually did one that I thought was so sweet. She painted like 3/4 of it black, left a little band of it, just the candle, then painted the bottom orange. And then she went back with copper leaf and copper leafed that band. And it was really cool. But I mean, just even if you can't find a great black candle and it's going to drip down all over your stuff, just, use a little one step. You can get one step, Amy Howard, at home, their one step paint, which is a chalk based paint. You can get that at any Ace Hardware store. So, I'll put her, a link to her, a Facebook Live on our show notes because it was awesome. I was so impressed.
I missed it, but I have it saved because I wanted to.
Isn't that a cute idea?
It's a fabulous idea.
Yeah, it's just the sky's the limit when you think about what you can do with that. And I have another idea, and it's so off. It's again, you can use an orange candle, and you can, if you can't find one, you can always use one step paint on a dark wooden candlestick and then put like a couple bands of black rickrack around them. And that would give a real illusion to sort of a Halloween, but cute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that's so cute. I love rickrack.
And
it's like pom-poms.
Yeah, you could. And speaking of pom-poms and rickrack, you can make the cutest banner using like maybe, green pom-poms and black rickrack and orange something else, like all strung together.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, like on your mantle, or just have it all strung together so it's not scary, but it sort of looks, Halloweenish.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things you can do that aren't so over the board or not into the creepy side.
Right.
I mean, my goodness, those are nice.
But you've really not given me good ideas for our party. So I need some ideas.
For your outfit?
Yes. And I wanted it to match Bobby's.
Food?
Oh, so you need
your
to be...
costume?
No, I've got all that taken care of. I've got everything taken care of except our costumes.
Oh, so you just need advice on your costume.
Yeah.
Ooh,
nothing
maybe
scary. We've got a 1-year-old and a 4-month-old.
So if you're listening, email us with some ideas on what you want costume.
Please. And do it. And I don't want anything scary, and I want something easy. And
how about Bobby could be Bob the Builder and you could be Kelly, which I think was his helper in his store. Is that the right one? Did
Kelly,
Bob the Builder have a sidekick? Or that might have been Manny, who also
to be
had
you, Kelly, I'd have to get like this wig of flaming auburn thick hair and lose like 80 pounds.
No, not first of all, not me,
and
Kelly.
shrink about 6 inches.
No, I think Bob the Builder had a sidekick, but I think I'm confusing his sidekick with, there was another one who was like Handy Manny or something that my kids used to watch.
Oh, I don't know about
and he
that.
had a little hardware store, and the girl that worked in there, his name was Kelly. Well, but Bob the Builder, I'm sure has.
You know an awful lot about Bob the Builder, and you have girls.
Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quince. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor, and I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants. Green Chef is a delicious delight any time of year, but especially during the holidays. What a wonderful vision to behold as the Green Chef boxes on your doorstep. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. And it makes eating well so easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat a more balanced diet. So let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season. And if you've got guests coming, shop Green Bundles. They're now available at the Green Market. It's your one-stop shop for nutritious grab-and-go breakfasts, including vegan options, brunch kits, wholesome lunches, ready-to-eat snacks, veggie sides, and more. You can feel your best this December and do your best with Green Chef because they offset 100% of the delivery emissions as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. Go to greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT and get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months.
They liked that.
They
show.
liked. Oh, that's good. Well, I have to tell you this funny little story. When Jacqueline was, let me think how old she was. When she was 2, no, it was Christopher. I'm sorry. He was 1, celebrated his first birthday, and he's an October baby. And I got Cookie Monster to come and pay a visit.
Oh.
And because, I thought, oh, this will be so cute. They'll love this and the party, blah, blah, blah. So Cookie Monster knocks on the door, and Jackie is 1 month. She's 18 months older than Chris. She loved Cookie Monster,
but not close.
She got so freaked out.
Oh, no.
Screaming, crying, clinging. So you have to be really, really careful. Even if they like Cookie Monster, they don't want Cookie Monster showing up at their house.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a little too much.
Well, we had Barbie come
for
for a party one time.
Now that's adorable. Who wouldn't love Barbie?
But it was very interesting though, because I didn't know a lot of things about Barbie. Barbie turns out has very long blonde hair. Barbie was about 45, which I would not have expected.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
But she did drive a Mercedes convertible, which I was very impressed about.
She did.
Yes.
Well, maybe she sold that townhouse and traded in the camper for the
Yeah, maybe she traded in Ken too.
Yeah, I was going to say Ken was not around.
Well,
but yeah.
What was it? Alan? Was that Alan as another one that was involved? Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know about Alan.
Oh, didn't you play the Barbie game?
She had a thing with
remember, I had a deprived childhood. The game I really wanted?
Bad.
I wanted that one, the mystery date where you turn the doorknob and then it's your date.
Yes, I love
wanted that
date.
so
We
badly.
talked about that once. I'm sorry, I had that.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
I'm coming
Me
over
too.
and I'm playing it. Do you still have it?
Knowing me, I probably do. Or my mother has it. At any moment,
Go
it'll
look
be
for
coming in a
it.
box.
We're playing.
I would never guess you as a hoarder, Kelly.
Me?
Yes.
No, you don't
I'm
seem
not a
hoarder-like.
hoarder. I'm a keeper.
She's a keeper. She's a collector.
Okay.
Collector.
Keeper,
oh, no,
collector,
I'm
hoarder.
definitely not a hoarder.
No, I didn't think so. But, you have all these orphan chairs and orphan tables, and you collect sticks and twigs.
I
and-
do, but I use everything.
Okay.
But, but the Barbie stuff, I would have kept that. I have a box.
That's different. That's
stuff.
important. And had I had the Barbie stuff, I would still have the Barbie stuff. But
I
I
have
never
a couple
got the
of
Barbie
mine, but-
stuff.
No, and I'm just thinking I could go as Barbie Bob could go as Ken. Now that would be actually a funny one.
I think that's a cute idea.
I think that's why this came up today, because that's what you're supposed to do.
The only thing I have in common with Barbie at this point is blonde hair and a good sense of style.
Well, you do, darling.
And a dream house.
Yeah, you do. There, see?
Wait.
More than you think.
Wow.
That
I
is
think you
so
have a lot in common with Barbie.
Oh, this is fun. So we've really talked a lot about a lot of good things today. We didn't have a lot of booze, did we?
No, because,
No, it's boos and don'ts. We didn't have a lot of don'ts, you mean?
This is true.
Boos or do's.
We had a lot.
Yeah, but booze I think of like boo.
I know.
No.
Well,
This is my clever play on words. We're back to the beginning again. Now, we did have a lot of good boos and a couple of don'ts. I mean, we just don't enjoy the scary stuff. If you guys enjoy the scary stuff, knock yourselves out. But maybe try a few of the crafts, and don't make bran muffins and give them out at the door.
And don't put on a witch, a dinosaur, or a Cookie Monster outfit.
Yeah, be careful with that. But Halloween is really fun, and it's, it definitely is a kid's holiday. But if you enjoy
Halloween is for the young at heart.
Yeah, exactly.
No matter how old you are, it's for the young at heart.
And remember, we are here to inspire you to create a beautiful home. Until next time.
Hey there. If you're loving our podcast like we're loving our podcast, we would love you to rate and review us. Head to iTunes to do that. It's easy and it would mean so much to us.